Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Well, here is a ground that requires no formal introduction. One of the truly iconic venues of our sport, the place where dreams are made. It is, of course, Old Trafford, Manchester. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual? Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Arsenal playing high up the pitch here, very much taking the front foot approach. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's Ake. Defending of the desperate variety. Ball's gone out of play.
Arsenal have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
It's being played forward. And he's there to hoof it away. Gets it back. Zinchenko. Zinchenko. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Ake.
Midway through the first half, and there's an impotence about this game that's causing me concern, and probably most of the stadium too. Let's just hope that by the end it'll have been forgotten.
They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Big chance, corner. They've played it short. He's gone for it! He's delivered all right! Arsenal draw first blood here.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
And help's available out wide. Shot at goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Tierney with a delicate ball. There's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he was thinking about headlines, I'm sure, but he ought to focus more on breaking lines.
Goalkeeper's ball. Goes down, but nothing given. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Forward it goes. Tierney tries to stroke it through. And it's Walker. Out to the left it goes. Finds himself eased off the ball. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there you have it, a close fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. That gets things going for the second half.
Manchester City need to get the balance right and sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Stones. Bernardo Silva. And here's Ake. Nicely controlled. And it's Stones. Ruben Dias. Hits one! Gets up to head it! He will be livid with himself. Neto. Zinchenko, whose goal-scoring skills have already been evident. Ruben Dias plays it forward. What a throw in. Neto. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Hoists it forward. Looks to thread it through. They've got a corner here. Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
That'll be a throw-in. So who's he picking out? Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Just brushed off the ball there. Ruben Dias drives it forward. Stones. Bernardo Silva. Lovely bit of skill there. Can he deliver? And he's cut it out. Clears it out of harm's way. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Oh, that's nice. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, shooting chance! And oh! Oh, that could cost them.
Bernardo Silva clearly cannot yet fathom how he hasn't levelled it. A stunning, stunning save.
Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. And now the breakaway. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And that has been cleared. Oh, smart save. Goes for the cross.
Manchester City are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Needed a better pass there.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Ball's loose, who's getting there?
Manchester City need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Arsenal certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. So it ends 1-0, an enthralling game and an agonisingly narrowed. And we're underway. Zinchenko. Neto gets into a dangerous position. He's found his man. Chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Tierney fully deserves the plaudits for setting up the chance.
Stones. Ruben Dias. Zinchenko hoists it forward, cuts it out. Ruben Dias. He's made sure that that won't get through.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Plays it out to the wing. Real chance! There it is! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Has gone out. Zinchenko. Neto tries to get it forward quickly. He's through. He's left his man. Forward it goes. Well, they can break here. Nicely measured pass. Looking for a corner. And it's been taken short. Gets the chance to cross. Done very well to intervene. Chip through, knocks it away. He's got options out wide. good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Tierney goes looking. He's got through. Neto plays it forward. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And he's on his way! Oh, nice touch. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Walker. More than happy to take the muscular approach. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? And help's available out wide. Quick glance at goal. Now the counter. And the whistle goes for half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half.
We need to.
And we're off again.
Manchester City don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back though.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Kyle Walker. Ake. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Manchester City making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Tries to locate someone up front. Zinchenko. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Kyle Walker. Bernardo Silva. Now can he... He's had a shot! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
And it's played forward. shoots! And he's done very well to deal with it.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
He's in space and looking for options. Whipped in. Tries the cross. That's too far for anyone. Neto plays it forward. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Has a hit! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Ruben Dias. Ake. Zinchenko battles to win it back. Zinchenko tries to get it forward quickly. Edison catches it safely. Can't get the better of his opposite number.
Manchester City merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Looks to clip it forward.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. And it's Bernardo Silva. Looks to set one up.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Plays it over to the other flank. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva plotting from out on the right-hand side. Bernardo Silva gets up to head it! Gets good distance on it. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Ake.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
Tierney. Arsenal can't seem to retain possession. He's gone for it! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Arsenal take the lead. And that's it. Fabulous entertainment, drama in spades, and no one would have argued with a draw, but they have lost it. Your reflections then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence. And
Well, we're on the way. Walker. Zinchenko. Zinchenko goes looking. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's played forward. And out to safety. And it's been taken straight back. Now the ball's come... And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Hoists it forward.
Arsenal seem ready to just bide their time for the moment. Patience seems to be the operative word.
Zinchenko. Out to the left it goes.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Zinchenko. And it's Walker. Has a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Goes direct to the front line. Ederson deals with it effortlessly. Ruben Dias. Just brushed off the ball there. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Ake. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Neither side really getting hold of the ball. That's great strength on the ball. Has a quick glance. Ake. He's come loose. Oh, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Tries to get it forward quickly. Ake. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Forward it goes. Ederson can claim that. And that's a throw-in. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Neto. Tierney is fouled. He's trying the shot. They've played it short. Lovely bit of skill. Crosses it in low. And we hit half-time. So neither team has broken through. It's certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless.
I don't think it's going to take too much improvement for it to happen.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. Neto goes upfield. Oh, he's not going to get that. Ake gets it out to the wing. Dinks one in. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Tierney. Stones. Ake. Oh, Real goes for goal! Tierney. Neto plays it forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. Ake. Forward it goes. And it's got through. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Throw in. Stones. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
And it's Walker. Walker plays it out to the wing. Plenty waiting in the middle. Massive leap! And it's there! The breakthrough arrives at last! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Oh, that's great awareness. Full marks to him, as he was just that bit quicker than everyone else on the follow-up.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Arsenal making consecutive changes here. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, we certainly had to wait for it, Peter. Now a difficult decision. Is it stick or twist?
Hoists it forward. Driving on, a real charge here. It's got through.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
Zinchenko. And it's played forward.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Bernardo Silva is onto it and can take it up. There's no flag. Time to deliver. Bernardo Silva delivered. Great leap! No mistake! Two ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Oh, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
The changes then in quick succession. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's through the middle. And the shot! And in it goes! Just one goal in it now! Game on! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Gabriel Jesus simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived, and boy, did he hit it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Talk about singling someone out.
Well, he's obviously been identified as a menace, and they're dealing with him accordingly. I think we can expect more of the same. Manchester City probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here. Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
It is just a question of running down the clock now. Goes for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Zinchenko simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
And he heaves it forward. Out for a throw. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch, just one between them. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, a win's a win. Sometimes it's